All right, what is up? How's it going? Let's see what we got here. Oh, let's close this. Close. I've been leaving my PC on recently, and it's caused some slight issues. Nothing too bad though. I just realized I'm probably pretty dark. Actually, no, I look pretty good. I think I look alright. Alright, we're gonna take things slow here to start it off. Normally I start the stream around 5 o'clock because that's usually when I get home from work, but sometimes I start it a little bit early because I get home from work a little bit early. So, for those of you rewatching this, or those of you who jump in, might be a minute, so I understand if you fast forward a little bit. We are going to be working on the Otto remix again today, which should be good. I did a bit of work off stream on it from last time, so you'll see that. And then we might, because that one's getting pretty close to done, at least in terms of the things that I think would be interesting for the stream. So I might need to find something else to work on here. Let me take a look real quick. Also, for those of you watching, listening, whatever, new music out today. Brand new song from me called Pulse. It should be live on, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to, Tidal, Deezer, everything should be up and able to play just about everywhere. I do have a couple of songs that I could mess around with. Yeah, there's a couple things I think I could pull up. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pray really hard that the stream doesn't just like break when I start playing the song, because it might use up quite a bit of processing power, but we'll find out. Oh, since I'm killing a little bit of time waiting for people to get in here anyways, here's what I'm gonna say. Let me actually double check that I'm actually live, because sometimes that happens where it's like, oh yeah, you're live, but then I'm not. So, oh no, it says I'm live. Cool. Yep. Okay. So, I always look scared for some reason. I need to like not be afraid while I'm on stream. Okay, here's what's going on. So, I have this really cool new camera that I bought for my Japan trip. And I can use it with the live stream, which would be really, really cool. I haven't had any time to integrate it yet, but I'm hoping that you guys can't see it, but like right over here, I have an Ableton Push 2. Doesn't work super well with FL Studio, like it kind of works. And then I've got my keyboard, so my computer screen is like right in front of me, so like I'm looking at it right now. Camera's obviously off to the left a little bit. But right below my computer, I have a keyboard. So, I don't know, it could be cool to, like, set up the camera somewhere to where it can, like, look at the keyboard or look at the push, or, like, if I'm using other instruments, I think that could be kind of cool. The really cool part about the camera is you can set it to track things. So, like, I could have it potentially track me or, like, track my hand movements or something. It doesn't have to, but, like, that could be kind of cool. Anyways, it's just a cool little device. I'm hoping to like kind of ramp up the stream, make it a little bit, keep improving it, make it more interesting, that kind of stuff. So, with that being said, let's jump into this guy here. So, last time, I think what we had was we ended up with like this thing. which I had scratched initially, but we're bringing it back because it's sick. Oh, wait. Oh, yo, wait, that's actually great. Let's do... Did I... Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go... create automation clip. Where did that put that? Insert. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying. So we had this kind of like lead thing was kind of what we had decided to use for the drop. Which I think, I'm a big fan of vocal chops. I think that sounds super good. Sorry, let me just adjust my chair a little bit. I'm like, I feel like I'm like on the ground. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. Am I out of focus? Let me look. Nope, perfectly in focus. All right, let's go back to here. Okay, so this is kind of our lead, right? And then we've got this. Okay, so this is all the same. I didn't really change anything. I'll probably add some more drums and percussive type stuff in here, but just like very subtle. Okay, this is what we had last time, which I thought was a little jarring. So what I did, I added bass, which helps a lot, obviously. It just makes it way dancier, which is great. This, I changed the chords a little bit, I think. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear that. You've got this. So we've got these two. I did this kind of fun thing with the bass too while we're talking about this, where I kind of followed what the chords did, but then this one, instead of having a resolve, I made it a D sharp instead of a C sharp because I wanted it to kind of push the song, you know, keep pushing you, and it sounds just dissonant enough to sound really cool, I think. So and then you kind of get some resolution there. Okay, the big thing that I added is this. So this, I got bored. So I did all of this yesterday. I sat down. I was like, I need to get on it with this remix. I know it's due in like a month, but I tend to work best either when I've got like a year or like a week. So I was like, you know what? I need to get on with this. So let me just mess around. So I kind of was messing around with piano, and I was like, it could be kind of fun to do this piano thing. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the very beginning of the stream, when I was working on this, I had thrown in this piano sample. Which I really like. I think it sounds beautiful. It's really fun. So I was like, you know what? What if I did something kind of minimal piano-y, kind of to match that vibe? And I ended up with this. So I literally made this in like 30 seconds somehow. I used the, you know, my classic technique of going in here. You know, I've got, you know, all the whole scale to work with. And then I just threw this together. So here's what it sounds like. I love the atmospheric, airy kind of piano vibe. And so I had thrown it in here by itself. And I think you guys know where this is going. And it sounds good, but it still didn't sound quite finished. It does sound kind of cool on its own, though. I will say that. Especially with that, like, background synthesizer thing. The pad. Oh, another thing. I added these chords. So these chords mimic what these chords are doing, but it's the piano from the intro. So this, and then I just changed the chords and like lowered the volume a little bit. So it's doing the exact same thing that this is doing, just in a piano. Just to add a little more depth and like change it up after this, the second, or change it up in the second half of the drop. So anyways, I've got this, and I was like, it's just like, it's missing something. It needs to be like a little fuller. And then I was like, you know what? What if we throw in the vocal chops? And there's something about it, to me, that feels like it's really, really been pulled together. Yo, what's up, Jay? Welcome in. I was just kind of going over... Yo, we need a headbang emoji. Or emote, or whatever they're called in here. Just kind of going over some of the stuff that I did yesterday on the track. I did work on it last week a little bit too, but not a whole lot. So long story short, I was kind of right in the middle of it. This was the big change I made. I added this piano thing. I don't know how much of this you saw already, but... So, and then I brought back this kind of vocal chop thing. I did add, like, there's actually 3 different vocal chops in here. They're all slightly different. So the first one I have, like, this stutter thing. Da-da-da-da. And then the second one, I spaced them out so they're even. And then back to the stutter. And then for the third one, I added this kind of thing at the end where it kind of goes up, up, down. So we've got that. And then I added that piano thing in. Man, you're bringing out all the dancing emojis. I added a bass line. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not. Just something super simple. Oh, they're just like baked into Twitch. That's fun. I don't know that I've ever looked at like just basic emotes in Twitch. Man, we have some sweet emotes. I think Devin did all of these, and they're super cool. That one's my favorite. All right. I added these piano chords in as well. They're a little quiet intentionally, but they match this pad because I wanted the second half of the drop to sound a little bit different, and this adds like just a little bit of space or just a little bit of substance into the mix, which is nice. So here's what the whole thing sounds like together. I'll just kind of play it from here. I might need to turn this down just a hair. Yeah, maybe we should employ Devin to get some new emotes in here. Since the streams have been back in full force. I think this is like my 5th or 6th stream now that I've done in a row, which is great. I've honestly been loving streaming again. It's really fun. Okay, so all volunteer work. So something that I was talking about last time that I was struggling with was coming off of the drop and then getting this verse to hit well. Because I started it like this, which it's got a lot of energy. And it's like, how do I do this? So I listened to a couple songs. One of my personal favorite songs of all time, which I completely forgot that it kind of did this similar thing. Musician by Porter Robinson. He's got, like, it's a very high energy song all the way through. And then from like the end of the first drop into the second verse, he did this kind of a thing, which I don't think I did it quite as well as him because he's just an absolute insane producer. But I basically cut out everything except for the lead, and then I added in this like drum thing. I added in this riser here. So here, I'll play these kind of effects for you, and then I added in 2 of these guys. And literally it was just that. Like, I cut the drums back and just kind of gave it space, and that worked really well. So here's kind of what the whole thing sounds like. And something about it, I think, just works so well, which is great. Yes, Devin doesn't need money. She survives off of our enjoyment of her emotes. Okay, so okay, I'll just keep playing it through. So we got verse 2 here. Thanks, man. I personally think that it's one of the better things I've made. I think I'm starting to finally get into a groove in terms of how to make stuff sound more polished, which is nice, because a lot of my stuff sounded pretty amateur for a while, which is fine, but more cowbell. What does it need? Did you hear? I saw today that there's a rumor that they're coming out with Subnautica 2 next year, maybe? I don't know if I like that. What if I make this like way quieter? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Well, so what's the second Subnautica that's out right now? It's not Subnautica 2. It's just kind of like a DLC. Like, I don't want to say that because it's its own standalone thing, but is that kind of the idea of it? That it's kind of like a part A and part B to the game, maybe? See what this. Yeah, that would be awesome. I should definitely do that. I should maybe next stream. Yeah, maybe next week. We'll go back. We'll jump into Subnautica because I feel like the last time we did Subnautica stuff, that was like last year, right? That was like December or something, I think, was when I was working on it. And I don't think I was making stuff nearly this good, partially because I wasn't working on music nearly as much as I have been the last like 6 months. And partially because I was still trying to get kind of a grasp on layers and ideas and stuff. I think I made some cool stuff, but I think I can make something even better now, which is fun. I am still struggling, though, in the video game space to make things that feel like big and immersive without feeling cheesy. So that's something that I want to work on. But I do think it would be really fun to like jump on stream, make another Subnautica type track, and then pitch it off to him. So that'd be cool. Oh, all right. That's good to know. What do you... What... Obviously, it's NDAs are very tricky things, but what on earth did you sign an NDA for? That's good to know, though. I will, next week, that will be a goal, I think. Because I think I'll have this thing done, or at least mostly done today. So, yes, what do you do that's super secret? It's funny. Oh, okay. So, like, super alpha stuff. That's pretty fun. Are they UK based? Okay, so I've got two sections. This section here, mostly like this. These 8 bars, and then these, what is that, 12 bars? What? What? Why did that get held? Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny. Pre-water water sports. Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, let's focus on this section, I think, because this I think will be relatively easy to get to where we want it, but this might be a little trickier. So, here's where we're coming in. I think the first thing that I can see, the nice thing with the way that this is all laid out, it's pretty visual. Oh, cool. All right. Sweet. All right. I think I'm gonna need some sort of a like impact, like what we got here. Oh, interesting. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to figure out if there's like a good way to hit them up and be like, yo, I do music. I won't even charge you if you want to put a song in your game. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. Like I said, next week, let's do some stuff on stream, and then I'll really try and crank something out here before too long. Jay knows a guy. Welcome in. Let's try this. This might sound a little crazy, but I think we can tame it. Stretch. Okay. Don't you want to be the one to break things if you're playtesting a game? Let's do like a nice little delay. Honestly, that kind of stuff sounds like a blast to me. I love watching like speedruns and stuff, and you see just how creative some of these guys get. And it's like... I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting, which is fun. But yeah, you can just jump in and like break stuff and get things to sound weird, and that's pretty fun. That's fair, but I mean that's necessary too, right? Like you want them to know when they've messed something up so that they can go in and fix it. Okay, let's do this. Exactly. Like you get the people who are like, "Oh yeah, there's like 3 pixels. If you can jump in the lava at this perfect spot, you actually will come through unscathed." And then you'll clip into the next level. Yep, that sounds about right. That's just not quite the right pitch. Is the stream lagging at all? Because I've noticed FL's lagging a little bit, which is weird because... yeah, I don't know why FL would be lagging, but it is. Okay, well that's good. Let's grab another symbol. Maybe I'll grab this one and just toss it in here. Okay, Kamei, you weren't in here, so I'm gonna do like a super quick recap for you. Yeah. So I did most of this yesterday. I added this bass line here. I added some piano chords here, and then I brought back this kind of vocal chop thing that we had earlier. All of this is for the drop, and then I added this piano thing. Which I think sounds really nice. It's like light, airy. It gives you kind of that like spring, summertime feeling, I think. And then for this part, going into the verse, I added this kind of riser and then this like drum loop kind of breakdown thing. So it all sounds like this. I'm just gonna let it run through the build, the second build too. I think the thing that I run into in the later stages of making a song is letting it run all the way through and hearing like what it all sounds like together, like letting the song breathe a bit. No, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, give me a second. I accidentally opened DaVinci Resolve. Close. Please close. Alright, cool. Now we're back. Cool. I do want to... Why is it not closed? Sorry. Okay. There we go. I do want to find kind of like a bigger, like, cymbal. Something that'll, like, really kind of stretch out. I apologize if this is like kind of loud and annoying. Let's try this one. I like that kind of higher pitch sound. Cool. I think that sounds pretty good. I wonder what happens if I take that out. Why does it sound like that? Maybe it's this? No. Ah, Okay, so it is the bass. I was gonna say it sounded like the bass was still kind of in it, and then it just kind of drops off randomly. So this is bass layer 1. We're going to do a... Oh, I've got an LFO tool on it. That's kind of weird. Let's do a... Well, actually, let's just do this. Can I? Oh, I can't. Can I automate? Nope. Let's try this. Tools, last week, to create automation clip. Oh, that is not it. Let's delete that. Okay, I want this to be muted. Do I have like a mute? I know I've got the gain. Maybe I'll just do that. So we're gonna go from 0 to whatever, like immediately. Last week, to create automation clip. Copy, paste, and then just immediately down. And then paste. Okay. There we go. That actually sounds kind of cool, I think. The other option we have is, what is this one? We got this. Let's try this. Let's do like a build or like a breakdown bass. We are going to, let's start with this one. So that's this guy. Let's see what I did here. And then we'll throw it in here. I see, okay. So I literally just did that. Okay, let's turn that off. Let's just see what this sounds like. Hey, welcome in, Amanda. Okay, I don't like that one as much. Let's try this one. Why does it stutter there? Oh. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take this bass, cut it out, put it in here, then we can throw it in here. And then the cool thing is we can kind of add, so this is bass layer 2. We'll add like a nice little filter to it. My favorite, kilohertz. Alright, now we can do automation, last tweak, to create automation clip. And then basically what we're gonna do is as this goes on, it's gonna kind of like taper off. So you can kind of watch this. I'll play it for you guys too, but you'll hear it like the EQ. We'll pull this down. I might need to make this more dramatic. So you can see this going down, right? So maybe I do it the other way. And then invert it. Because then over time, it will start to get a little bit less and less. Okay, so let's hear what that sounds like. Okay, I think what I'll want to do here is I'm going to clone this. We'll take this one, paste it in here, and then I want to turn the volume of this one down. That way I can have individual control over it. Actually, let's do this the right way. Let's go back, reset. I'll just redo all of this. Can I move this? I don't think I can. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna set this one to 29. Because then it's just its own thing, and I don't have to worry about it. Oops. And I can delete this. And then we got base layer 3, and we'll do the filter. Same thing. There we go. Tools. Last tweaked. Create automation clip. And then we want this at the very bottom. And then we want it to come up to like there. And then that way it won't mess with that. And then we can just turn it down here. Why is this not doing that? Okay. There we go. There's that. Tools. Create automation clip. What? Why is it freaking out? I swear FL's being weird right now, which is making me a little nervous, but alright, let's open the filter. Cut off. There we go. Tools. Last tweet. Create automation clip. There we go. Okay, let's delete this. Boom. Yep. There we go. Okay, so I want this to end for sure, like there. Okay, I think that's sounding real nice. Let's just get rid of those. Okay, let's real quick work on the outro. Let me double check and see how much time I got before I need to get off. How are you guys doing? How's life? What's new? Alright, I got, probably 15 or 20 minutes. So, should be enough time to finish up this outro. And then this, honestly, will be pretty much done, which is awesome. So it'll be like 2 streams and, 3 streams and then like a little bit of my own free time yesterday. So, which is great. How much time do I have on this? Project info. I only have 5 hours on it. That's crazy. We're going to call it these things. Oh, I had like a clever title that I was going to name this. Honestly, a 24 I've been dreaming of doing a 24-hour stream. I'm going to have to time it right with work. I could maybe take a day off at some point. But I would love to. Maybe like in the fall, but we'll see. There's a line in here. That's it, the up in the clouds line. I want to... So, I don't know how much you guys are versed in the goings-on of the electronic music community, but every once in a while you get these, like, cool things where, like, people will name a remix something really interesting. So, like, calling it the Up in the Clouds remix, I think it's kind of fun. I've never done it before, but there's a handful of remixes. It happened way more in, like, the early 2010s, I think, where people would be like, oh, like, so-and-so's, whatever remix. And, I don't know, it's just kind of a fun... I think sometimes people do it if they made multiple different remixes of a song. But, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Okay, let's crank out this outro, and then we can listen through to this all the way. And we'll see what happens. I think I might want to do this same thing here, where I can kind of taper off. And I think I'll probably need to do the same thing with the gain on this one. This is base layer 2, KHS gain, crank, commence. Tools, last week, to create an automation clip. I wish there was like a better way to create an automation clip. I think that's something that FL Studio should do in like FL25 or whatever. They just came out with FL24, I think. I haven't downloaded it yet, but maybe they have something like that on it. We talk about it. These things are planned out. In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down. We talk. I think that works way better. And I think, realizing now that this has been happening, let's do this. It's kind of annoying that the bass has been doing this, but it is what it is. Let's see if this one does it. it's really hard to tell. What if I just like crank? It does do it. It's just minus 8.3 or something. Okay, so we'll do it for this one too. We'll do the KHS gain. Do the nice little tools. Create on each clip. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Copy value, paste value. And then we'll do this. Just copy that over here. Okay. Let me make sure that. Sweet. Okay. I like that. That way everything's working how it should. Okay, we need a little splash here at the end, just to be like, yep. Whoa, why does that one sound so weird? Okay, let's not do the 8th delay. Let's do a quarter delay, maybe. We talk about it. These things are planned out. We talk about it. These things are planned out. We talk about it. These things are planned out. In my head spin around. We talk about it. These things we talk. What if we do this? I can add what's called a transient shaper to this. You've probably seen it before. Basically, you take what's called the... So there's generally what's known as like 4 different parts to a sound. So you've got attack, sustain, delay, and release. So like so it's attack, delay, sustain, release usually. So but when it comes to transient shaping, you really like this one really kind of does 3 of them. The pump, I guess, is kind of the delay, but you can just kind of bring the middle of it down. But the attack is basically like that initial hit of a sound. So for this one, because it sounds like a little bit harsh when it just starts, so I want to kind of take this attack and I actually want to bring it down a little bit so it sounds a little less harsh. We talk about it. These things are planned out. In my there we go. These things are planned out. In my head. Okay, so oh, that's why. I was like, why is there no bass in this? Paste. Let's just paste this. Okay. Paste. Okay. So we have this thing largely finished. I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I might add some stuff in the effects here, and I might add a little bit of like percussive stuff, although I generally like where it's at. But really the meat of the song is all of this stuff, right? And that's kind of like the most important part, especially it being probably the most interesting part to show on stream. You know, you've got vocals, you've got all the leads and the melodies and the bass and stuff. So let's listen to it. I very well might say this is good enough, and we'll call it there, and then I'll just kind of do some slight tweaking and stuff off stream, and then obviously we submit it. But I think the deadline was middle of August, so we'll see about that. But here's what we got so far. Let me know what you think. If you have any feedback, I would love to hear it, good and bad. Take all of it, because I really want this thing to do well in this remix contest. So we'll see what this sounds like. All right, what do you guys think? Good? Good enough? I think the only thing that I heard, you guys can tell me if you agree or not, because I added in the piano here, and I know it's like not quite the same, I did make it a little bit different. This one's like quieter, and this one's got some distortion on it. But I think because we have this running instead of just like back here, it only runs for these 4 8-bar loops. So what is that? 16 bars? 4 8-bar loops. 4 4-bar loops. So 16 bars. Here we've got 16 plus 4 and then plus these 2. So it's like gets a little repetitive. I do think it could be kind of fun for these last 2 to like add in something a little bit different. So what if I clone this? We take this and then we throw it in. Okay, 34. This one. let's get rid of this. Jay, I'm glad you liked it. I really like it too. I think it's pretty fun. I think it kind of matches what I've been doing recently. It's dancey, it's upbeat, it's happy. It's got some nice flavor to it, I think. So, so instead, let's put. Oh yeah, sure, we'll do this. Oops. Okay. A little more fade out at the end. Okay. That's good to... Let's try it. Wait. Maybe I don't want to mess with the piano. What? Maybe I want to add to it, or like add on top of it or something. Let me make sure that this doesn't have... Let's take this out. So let me double check that I have any time to keep streaming. I've got a little bit of time. Okay. I got like 5 minutes left in this stream. So let's see if we can crank out something real quick here. Where was that? It's like a guitar thing. Yeah, no, we don't need to. Okay, well, let's go into this one. I wish I could highlight like these notes. So let's just take this and copy it and paste it in here, and then we will mute all of these notes. Because then we know what's going on. Hmm. Let's just see what that sounds like. Okay, I'll think about it. I think it's a potentially cool idea. I don't absolutely love it, but we'll see what happens. What do we got? Drop lead 2. So it would be 3. Yeah. Drop lead 3. What if I drop it down? No, I don't like that as much. Okay, I'll just throw these in here. Like I said, I'll kind of think about it. And then, Kamea, you said to fade it out at the end a little bit more.
We talk about it. These things are planned out. In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down.
Which part are you thinking to fade out?
We talk about it. These things are planned out. In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down.
I could add like a little bit of a delay to the vocals. Let's do that real quick. Create automation clip. I want this to be off until like the very end. Let's just see what that sounds like. Oh, okay, I see.
Keep it all down.
I don't like that. That's too cheesy.
Keep it all down.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Keep it all down.
I see. So you want it to be like done like here.
Keep it all down.
So let's do this. Let's grab this guy and drop that down a bit more.
In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down.
What?
In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down. In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down. In my head spinning around, and I can't keep it all down.
I almost need like some delay on that. Piano 1. Okay, I'll mess around with it. I like the idea. I think you're right, because it was kind of I do kind of like the and then kind of like a little bit of a harder stop maybe. Why is it still going? Okay, I am kind of curious though. I want to listen to this. I really like the original. It's a very fun song. I think I like my remix a little bit better though. Alright, give me 1 second. Had to turn the AC off. It's getting a little chilly in here. All right, guys. Thank you for being in here. I think we're pretty much done with this, which is awesome. In slightly other news, I have a new song out today, in case you guys didn't see. If you follow the link that I just threw in the chat, you should see where you can listen to it. Sorry, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Yeah, so new song out today called Pulse. I will tell you guys, because I tell you guys everything first, pretty much, the perks of being in a live stream. It is one of multiple songs that are coming out very soon. I'm planning on dropping, like, probably 4 songs as an EP here in the next month, and this is one of them. So if you enjoy it, there's more to look forward to. The idea of it is to be this kind of like summery conglomeration of music, of which this kind of fits into it pretty well, I think. So that's pretty fun. All right, and I will play it for the outro here. So yeah, just dropped today. Here it is in all of its glory. Pulse. My 6th song, I believe. Yep. So yeah, this, and then there will be 3 other songs that will be released alongside of it coming very soon. I need to finish them up. Shouldn't take me too long, but need to finish them up real quick, and then they'll be scheduled for release. So I will let you guys know when that happens. But for now, you get this. It's pretty short. It's only 1:40. But it's pretty fun. I like it. So hope you guys enjoy it. I'll play it as the outro here. Thank you, as always, for jumping into the stream. It's always a pleasure. And I will see you guys next week for some Subnautica music that we're going to work on. So hope to see you guys then. And have a great night.